Hello, everybody. Welcome to Toronto Film School's opening night presentation of COVID Carnival Cabaret. I want to welcome you to this event. I'm going to let people filter into the room right now. Thank you so much for coming out and just checking out the new talent that we have at the school and all the wonderful work that our students have done over the past 3 months since they began working on COVID Carnival Cabaret. This has been a real journey for Toronto Film School, and I want to thank all of the administration and everybody who has been involved, including our faculty members, in particular Jack Greenhouse, who has shepherded this young company through to this presentation tonight. They've been working on this show for the past 3 months, and they wrote it, created it, they're starring in it, and really this is something that we've been developing in the past couple semesters when we were forced to go online, essentially, that rather than going out into the theater where, as you know, none of them are open, we decided to create our own little theater online. And we changed things around a little bit. We used to pick out shows that were pre-written by playwrights and then produce them in front of a live audience. Instead, what we've changed a little bit is that we actually have brought the actors together to write their own show. And so this is what's come out of this development through the rehearsal process. A big thank you to Bradley Brooks, who is working as the stage manager and doubled up as assistant director and such, who's been helping Jack through this process. I want to thank them. Thank you, Yazin, who has helped us with this live stream to feed all of you who've come and join us for this presentation. I'm going to bring out Jack Greenhouse with me right now, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about his process and what the play is all about. Big congratulations to our Term 5 students as well, who stuck it out and have worked through this and have stayed in school to educate themselves and improve their skill sets as they get ready for the industry. So big congrats to the Term 5 group. There's Jack Greenhouse joining us right now. I'm going to hand it over to you, Jack, but I also want to say to stick around after the show's over. I'm going to lead about a 10-minute Q&A just as a chance for the actors to actually communicate with the audience and get a sense of what questions you might have about the process, and just so that they have that interaction with a live audience. Really appreciate seeing all of you. Thanks again for joining us. And Jack, I'll pass it over to you.
Thank you. Well, welcome everybody, for whoever's out there paying attention tonight for opening night of the COVID Carnival Cabaret. This has been quite an experience for all of us. We've been working on this for nearly 10 weeks now, roughly. We've had a couple Mondays holidays, and so, we're compressed time. During that time, every one of these students was involved in the complete creation process. We did a series of improvisations, writings, poetry sourcing. They went out and learned stuff. We talked about what was going on in the world. We wondered how we could tell some story that might be relevant and at the same time entertaining and fun. And we came up with this kind of crazy story that originally we thought might just be a series of vignettes, but actually has come together to be a very cohesive production. And these students have worked extremely hard. This is our first show in front of an audience, so we're pretty excited about that. And you can see we're all being safe with masks, but we got the ones that are kind of about as non-masky as masks can get. And yeah, it's been a great time. We just want you to enjoy it. Please do stick around afterwards, ask questions at the Q&A or give us feedback. We don't get the applause, we don't get the audience, so we don't know how things are going. So it's a great opportunity for us to hear feedback from you, how you felt, what you thought, questions you may have. And yeah, besides that, this production is best seen in speaker view, because we do have two different sort of images that will arrive. Everything is shot on Zoom, everything is shot on my iPhone. And so we're doing what we can to make this look about as professional and as great as possible, given the world circumstances right now. And I think we've done a hell of a job. So I think you're really gonna enjoy the show tonight. We're just going to go to black for about 30 seconds or so, and then we are going to begin. The show is about 61 minutes, so we will see you in about an hour. And besides that, folks, all I've left to say is enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
Welcome! Welcome all to a world of mystery, intrigue, and amazement. Prepare to witness marvels, oddities, and spectacular acts from all across the globe. Human-animal hybrids with talents and skills that go beyond the normal capabilities. The strong man who can lift a train. The greatest psychic magician since the medieval era, and many more. You will not only be seeing the most amazing show on earth, but also the critical, and in some ways equally as interesting behind the scenes here. It is so great to finally welcome you to our wonderful show. I am the great Rodolfo. I run things around here, and this is Venus. Okay, cut. Set up a couple of angles in the audience seats and then one right outside the entrance. I want the best view possible of these acts, all right? Let's take it from the top. Come on and enjoy a show unlike any other in the world. This is the great Rodolfo. How was that? It felt a bit too loud. It felt a bit blustery. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, let's take it from the top again. Come on and enjoy a show unlike any other in the world. This is the great Rodolfo Show.
Rodolfo and Venus Show.
The show's been in our family for nearly a century and a half. We're not going to change it now.
But you said we.
I don't care what I said. All right, the name stays.
But Dad said that we.
Dad died. Rodolfo Sr. gave this carnival to me. I run it. Your only responsibility is to make sure that we can get to where we're going.
And I've gotten us to where we're going every single time. But with the stunts you've pulled, what even is this? A documentary?
It's a chance to spend a night behind the scenes of the greatest carnival in history.
No thanks to you.
What?
How are we paying for this?
Venus, we have the best talent.
Freaks, and we don't have the money to pay them.
Well, that part is your job. My job is to envision. This here, it's innovative. No one has offered this unprecedented access.
You spent all our money on fancy costumes, fancy equipment, your bow tie, your whole outfit, and now this ridiculous documentary?
I've simply invested the money we need to get us out of the mud and into stardom.
We? Us? What about that trip to Australia you went on? You keep going on like this and we'll lose the carnival within 12 weeks. All this in the middle of a pandemic?
Well, that's especially why it's brilliant, Venus. A live, televised event. And then a pay-per-view where you can see the amazing mystery of what happens backstage. Come on, grow up, Venus. Get some sense into you. Let's let our camera crew take a look around. And let's go talk some business elsewhere.
Good idea. By the way, could you sign this?
Of course.
I think it would be a good idea if we film the freaks behind the scenes. That way everyone can see how beautiful they really are. Have that documented because I want the world to see how beautiful the Great Rodolfo Carnival really is, inside and out. Take a walk around.
1,053, 1,054, 1,055, 1,050. Hey, Ernie. Oh. Hey, Ernie, have you seen Gilda?
Here we go again.
What?
Always Gilda. We got a big show on tonight. All you're worried about is Gilda. What about me?
I'm not always worried about Gilda. It's just another show. We've done hundreds of these.
Well, not on live TV and not with my life on the line.
Live TV or live in it? Wait, your life? What are you talking about?
I'm done. I'm going to kill that guy.
Who?
Rodolfo.
What? Why do you want to kill Rodolfo?
I just heard he was cutting me from the show.
Who told you that?
I just heard him talking to Venus.
When?
Now. Well, just then.
When?
Then.
You said now.
It was.
It was when? Then or now?
Both. It was now, but now is then.
Now is then. How can now be then?
Well, that now is now and then. The last then was the now.
Oh, makes sense. So you heard him say what?
No, I heard him say I was out. Done. He hates me.
He said he hated you?
Yeah, I should kill that bastard.
Okay, Ernie, hold on. What exactly did he say?
Venus told him they were broke and said that there needed to be cuts. Then Monkey Girl, Maya, and my name came up for cuts. She told me he didn't like me anyway, so I...
Okay, whoa, wait, hold. Okay, Ernie, he said he hated you. That's enough for you to want to kill him? I know he's after Gilda, but you don't see me trying to kill him.
Again with Gilda. Can we just stick to me for 1 second?
Okay, Ernie, why did you join the carnival at all? I literally had to beg you to have any in here. I told Rodolfo if he wants Damien, the strongest man in the world, he would have to have the amazing Ernie the Clown. I put my ass on the line for you. You just want to throw it all away and kill our boss?
Look, Venus said you don't even like him and he's not funny. He doesn't think I'm funny. I'm not funny. Well, let's see who gets the last laugh.
Maybe he's just trying to inspire you.
He said I'll never be a professional clown.
Maybe that's just his way
He
of...
said clowns should always get people to bust a gut.
What is that?
I'm going to show him I can bust a gut.
Okay, Ernie, how about you just wait? How about you let me talk to him, okay?
Okay. Tell Rodolfo that if he's nice to me and treats me better, I'll be able to perform better. Because it always makes me nervous when he bashes my performance. Otherwise...
Ernie, how long have we known each other?
What?
How long have we been friends?
Long time?
I ever let you down?
No, Damien, never.
Okay, let me talk to Rodolfo. I'm sure he'll come around, okay?
Well...
Okay?
I suppose.
Okay. Now put that knife away and meet me back here.
Okay, Damien.
How do I look? All right. Hello, Gilda.
Damien, you always pop out of nowhere.
Happen to be around when you need me most. Hungry?
You should have. This is empty.
I'm sure there's one or two in here. I just can't help myself.
You know who else loves goldfish crackers? Rodolfo.
Can we talk about something else for a change?
Damien, when you're in love with someone, you're always thinking about them.
What do you know about love, Gilda?
Well, love knows no bounds. Love will find a way, eventually.
Well, he doesn't even love you. Well, why do you love him?
I've loved him for as long as I can remember, okay? I've loved him since we were children.
I know. I've heard this story 1,000 times.
Yeah, well, they haven't. Hi, I'm the enchanting singing siren Gilda. I'm one of the headliners here. I've been here the longest. I came to join the family business when I was very young. In fact, it's one of the oldest and most treasured memories I have. I mean, I remember just waking up on a beach. Just some washed up half-human creature. Now, I don't remember anything else before that, so don't ask. Now, Sandrina and her husband, Rodolfo, came upon me while they were taking a walk. Their children, little Rodolfo and Venus, were playing about. They looked like such a happy family. I remember Sandrina picking me up and stroking my hair. You know, that was the first I've ever felt of the mother's touch. The sun gleamed down on her and framed her perfectly. It was like some sort of halo. She was like an angel, and she was. From that moment on, I had a family. And I became part of the great Rodolfo's Carnival. Little Rodolfo, Venus, and I, we became inseparable. Rodolfo Jr. would lead our adventures, and Venus would push me around in my tank. I remember one afternoon, we went to town, and the people, they started pelting me with rocks and prodding my tail. Rodolfo Jr. stood in between me and the crowd, and he's been defending me ever since. And I've loved him for as long as I can remember.
So, in other words, you love him because he saved you from people poking your fin. How does that make him a man? He can't even lift a 500-pound dumbbell.
Listen, Rodolfo can lift stuff. And I don't know about that, Damien. I just don't see myself loving anyone else. As long as Rodolfo lives, I will love only him. And you know what? I think I'm going to tell him today, right now.
What? Why right now?
Well, so the whole world will know. I just have to get around Venus. She's always in the way.
Well, maybe one day when I take over the carnival, and then you'll love me. We have to kill him.
Okay.
Obviously, that was a joke. Idiot, do you want to go to jail?
No, I mean, no. I mean, how's about we make it look like an accident?
Seriously? With a knife?
No, I don't have a knife.
What? You just had it.
I know, I put it down somewhere, now it's gone.
Okay, then what do we do?
Well, like I said, we could make it look like an accident.
Yes.
How? We could shoot him out of a cannon.
How does shooting him out of a cannon look like an accident?
Uh,
Plus, where would you even shoot him anyways?
as far away as possible.
We don't even have a cannon. This isn't Looney Tunes.
Oh, we have cannons.
What?
Yeah, we use them for, yeah, no, you're right, we don't have them. I don't know. I don't have any other ideas, Damien.
How about we get something from Maya's lab and we kill him with that?
That sounds like an amazing idea, but how are we going to get her on our side?
Well, didn't you say Maya's experiments were going to be cut?
Yeah, me, Monkey Girl, and Maya's work.
Well, tell her that. I'm sure she's got no love for him anyway. And then, when we take over the carnival, everything will be great.
That sounds like a perfect plan.
And then after that, we're going to make sure that we get it to the right.
Hey! Welcome to our science lab. Maya, will Isla be ready to perform tonight? Rodolfo's furious.
She is almost there.
Almost?
Well, she's experiencing some kind of side effects.
You said that last time. Paranoia, increased strength, violent thoughts.
Yes, but I don't know what to give her to combat those side effects.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Rodolfo said, not one more cent. We've supported you long enough. He wants results now. Otherwise, you're finished.
Oh, I understand.
Mad scientist indeed.
It's already in the works, but I don't know what to, like, Isla does not need.
You're not paid to think, you're paid to do, so just do it.
Maya. I'm here. How are you? This is Isla. She was one of the great Isla flies. She was one of the famous trapeze acrobat, but one day she fell and broke her spine. They said she'll never be able to walk again, but they were wrong, thanks to me.
I didn't fall. I never fall. The tightrope broke. It was made out of this cheap material.
Oh, we don't want to hear that. Never waste time on problems, just the solutions and the experimental medicine which I've been giving her. Just look at her.
Well,
Well, what?
well, that's why I came in. My throat is burning me. It's just, it's dry and I just don't feel like myself. I feel off.
Oh, that's just your body trying to get used to the medicine. You'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Did you get that package which I sent you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Just take one in from 4 to 6 hours.
What is it?
It'll get rid of that dryness in your throat.
Oh my, oh, wow. Oh, this feels amazing. What did you
Oh,
say?
before I forget, did you take your injections?
Ugh, yes, I hate needles.
My practice is always about self-sufficiency. One must learn to take responsibility of their own health.
Okay, but what did you say was in that stuff again?
I didn't.
But I think I have a right to know what's going on in my body.
Well, a great magician never reveals their secret.
So, when can I get back to work?
You are close. Soon, my dear. Very soon.
But my... Whatever.
Oh, hey, Isla.
Oh, hey, Edith. What's up? What? Oh, wow. What happened to your face?
Oh, I dropped during my act. I must have bumped into something on the way over.
Edith, you gotta be more careful.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Well, everything was fine up until I had to take my dose. Well, I don't feel like myself.
You too? She told me my dose would help me look more feminine and boost my confidence.
Has it?
No. I mean, the hair growth has slowed down on my face especially, but how about you?
Well, I'm walking. Actually, I feel like I'm moving a little faster than normal.
Well, that's good, right?
I don't know. I just feel angry all the time.
That's not like you.
I know, it's freaking me out. Sorry.
Well, maybe it's just a side effect from the medication. I wouldn't be too worried.
Something isn't right.
What?
I feel like something in me is changing.
What?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
How?
Maya has some files in a safe in there somewhere. I'm gonna find it.
Be careful.
I will. Where you headed? Sasha's? Just be back before rehearsal. I can't cover for you again.
Thanks, Isla.
See ya.
Hi, Sasha.
Hey, Edie. Oh, did you fall again?
Yeah,
Hey, it's gonna be all right.
I know.
It'll all work out somehow.
Guess you of all people would know.
How about I tell you a story?
The one about the bearded princess?
Yep, now, how does it go again?
There was a bearded princess stuck in a tower.
Yes, there was a beautiful bearded princess who was locked away in a tall, terrible tower by her evil father. But all she wanted to do was see the world outside her tower. So on her 16th birthday, she tied up her bedsheets and started to climb down the tower, cutting herself on the thorny vines. But when she reached the bottom, she was so happy. The sun on her skin, the grass between her toes, it all filled her with such joy. Out of the woods came a handsome prince, and they lived happily ever after.
What about her evil father?
Gone, banished, never to be seen again.
I like that story.
I do too.
Can I stay in your tent a little bit longer? Oh, please, Sasha, please, please,
I
please,
don't know.
please, 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 please.
Sure. But if you're gonna be in here, you're gonna work.
Deal.
Well, yeah. Where did you get this?
Oh, I found it.
Edie, you shouldn't be playing with things like this. Oh, bye-bye.
Maya, you in here?
Yeah, would you care to explain what's going on?
What do you mean?
Well, Venus just showed me the latest bill for your lab, and what have you been ordering? I didn't sign off on any of this.
You didn't, but Venus said you want to speed up the process.
What is this?
Oh, keep it back on the stand. It's for the rats. It's just to keep safe from my OCD. I mean, to keep safe vermin from spoiling my experiments.
What about this one over here?
Don't touch that. Those are serums for Isla and Edith. They're making wonderful progress.
Well, it's good to see Isla walking again, but what are you giving Edith? Her hair seems to be falling out.
No. It's quite the contrary. It's falling off to come back more thicker.
Does she know that?
Of course not.
Good. Keep it that way. That's the way I like her. And what about Isla? What are you giving her?
She's Rodolfo, just trust me. She's making wonderful progress. I'm doing the best for all of them. And we just need to have some patience.
Well, Maya, we've been patient enough, and we're running out of time. By we, I mean you. So get on, please.
We are running out of time. By we means you.
Honestly, where does he even find stuff like this? I see Edie chained to a wall, a fence, hands already stained with blood. I can't do anything but watch as I see the innocence leave her pain-filled eyes, lulled into my arms with the tools of her destruction. What? I would never hurt her. I wouldn't kill her. Ernie?
Oh, hello, Sasha.
Hey, Ernie, what's up?
Well, I need to get my fortune read right now.
Sure thing. Anything in particular?
I've got some big plans on the works. Big plans.
Oh, okay. Damn it. What's that mean?
It's the death card. It means there's going to be a death here.
Yes!
What?
Oh, I mean, oh, gosh darn, that's pretty sad, isn't it?
Ernie, can I ask you something?
Sure thing, buddy.
I got this vision, and it's a really bad vision. In the vision, I kill Edith, and I know I would never hurt her, but Ernie?
Hello, Ernie.
Oh, hey, monkey girl.
You okay? What's up?
Oh, nothing. Nothing suspicious or anything. If you want to talk to somebody who's suspicious, go talk to Sasha over there. He's talking all about killing somebody named Edith.
He's going to kill me?
No, he's going to kill somebody named Edith. Your name is Monkey Girl.
No, my name
That's
is...
nice, Monkey Girl. See you around.
Good thing I found you. I'm gonna need some help with that final segment we were talking about. 6. Oh, that was 7. You make sure you brought the camera and the tripod, right? All right, good. Hey, Venus.
Oh, I was just looking for you.
I'm right here.
Yeah, so I was thinking about your final interview that maybe we could.
Yeah, sure. But I got this. Can you just go outside my tent and tell everyone not to be disturbed, not for anything? And can you just place that second camera and tripod on that corner over there? I'm going to try that final segment.
Sure thing, boss. Sure thing, boss. Anything for you, boss. Always for you, boss. Sure, boss. Sure thing, boss. Always for you, boss.
Venus.
Gilda.
Is Rodolfo busy? I'd like to speak with him immediately.
He's very busy.
It's not going to take very long, what I have to say, and I just have to do it before I lose my nerve.
He's in a very important appointment at the moment.
I just saw him go in there.
Yeah, he's with someone.
With who?
I don't know her name, but they get along really well. I'm sure they'll be occupied for the next couple of hours.
He's in there with a woman? Listen, I just have to speak with Rodolfo right now.
What could you possibly say to Rodolfo that's so important that you need to tell him right now?
It's private!
You sure do like your privacy.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. He's busy. Feel free to wait outside, but you'll be here a while.
I don't understand why you can't just tell me about your vision.
That clown would lose his nose if it wasn't stapled to his face.
Don't shut me out. Not you. Please?
We're caught in an Ouroboros of pain and tragedy.
What are you saying, Sasha?
I'm plagued by you.
Plagued like a virus? That's how you see me?
I see you, Edith, but it's not you. It's that version of you laying there in my blood-soaked arms.
You're scaring me. What do you mean blood-soaked?
You need to leave.
What?
Edith, please. Leave. Run as far as you can.
But Sasha...
Go! Go!
Wait.
Edith.
Never mind. Hey, come here. What happened? She's been feeding me blood. Human blood. She's also been injecting me with this
Desmodotne. Bats.
Bats? You've been injecting me with bat stuff while feeding me blood?
How dare you? Those are private documents.
Private? I could kill you for this. I could really kill you for this.
No way. It wasn't my idea. It was Rodolfo. He said that you're of no use to him anymore, that you cannot do your act. So he thought of turning you into...
Into a what? A vampire?
Yes.
All right. How could you do this? You were supposed to fix my legs, and you did just that. But then I was fine, and I could have gone back on the trapeze, and you kept experimenting on me and giving me all types of crap. What the hell?
Well, all that blood was necessary for you. Otherwise, you would have starved.
Seriously, you could have killed me.
No, I told you. It was Rodolfo. You can take it up with him.
Maybe I will.
He knew about everything. I was just following his orders. Don't do anything stupid.
Once I was a little girl. I dreamt I would have all the world. He'd tell me that he loved me so. He'd take me in his arms and off we go. Some dream that dream is turning out to be. He'd look my way and see right through to me. But still I stay the one to blame. I'm sworn to love what's in his name. A secret that I keep so deep. The memories, they make me weep. But still I stay a futile wait for the love of Rodolfo the Great.
I think I should just leave. There's nothing left for me here.
Edith, why are you saying this? You can't leave. Reconsider. I mean, where would you even go?
I don't know. I could go.
Edith, wait. I understand. I really do. But the truth of the matter is, you're safer here than anywhere else. With us. Your family. Let me remind you of a story. It's about a man who was part of Barnum's circus. Fans, after the show, they bummed a cigarette off of him. They told him how much they loved his performance. Hell, they befriended him. That performer's body was found in a ditch a week later. Those fans, they were part of a group, the Baskers. They dedicate their whole lives to ridding the world of wonderful people like Edith, like all of us. And after that last incident, some performers banded together. They wanted to seek justice from the police, but they knew they wouldn't really care. To the police, it's always, oh, another freak gone missing. He'll turn up soon. That's what they always say. And sure enough, they do turn up. Dead. In a ditch. I don't want something like that happening to you, Edith. You're safe here. You're special to me. To us. No one here would ever harm you.
But Edith, time for rehearsal.
Go get him, kiddo.
You first. Venus, just give us 1 second.
Where the fuck were you? When I said a rehearsal, I expect you to show up on time. No one comes to see Andrew Monkey. People won't pay for that. I'm sorry, Venus. I'll do good. When you're stupid looking, this is how you're treated. No, please don't go. I love you. Stop saying that.
I got it.
Got what?
Well, I got the poison.
What poison?
The poison to kill Rodolfo?
Oh yeah, about that. I don't want to kill him anymore.
What? You literally wanted to kill him like a while ago. What's wrong with you?
I'm just too scared. I don't want to do it anymore.
Usually people are afraid of clowns, Ernie, not the other way around.
Just kidding. It's a joke. I'm not scared.
Seriously, Ernie? Quit clowning around. Now's not the time to make jokes if you plan on killing someone.
You're not laughing?
No. Does it look like I'm laughing?
Well.
Anyway, so what we're going to do is you're going to take the poison and you're going to put it in this chalice. You know that ugly chalice he always carries around?
Yeah.
You're going to put it in there, okay?
Yeah, for sure. So what am I doing again?
You're going to take the poison
Yeah.
and put it in this chalice.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to distract him, okay?
Okay. Wait. What? Why do I have to put the poison in the chalice? Why don't you do it?
Because, Einstein, if I do it, I'm going to go to jail. Is that what you want? I'll be able to see your best friend again.
No, of course not. I don't know what I would do without you. Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
You, come here. Come on. You bastard!
I know. Whoa, what's going on?
No, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of this. No, sit down. I've worked here for years. I have broke my back, nearly paralyzing myself for this stupid place. And you had Maya turn me into some freakish vampire thing?
So what? Isla, I don't know what you're talking about, but come on. Look at you, Isla. You're walking again. Better than ever. And you know what? I don't think you're understanding these changes properly. Maybe these changes are going to be a benefit for a new act you've been
So
working.
that's why you did this.
No.
For profit. You had that mad scientist experiment on me, risking my well-being for money?
She never explained the
Oh,
process.
please. Okay? It's all here. Your signature's all over it.
What are those? Let me see them.
No. What are you going to do? Destroy it? Now I'm keeping this as evidence. Forget this.
Isla, you have to believe me.
You know
I
what? No, stop. I quit. I am packed. I am so done with this.
Please just give us a moment.
I can't believe you banged me my ass. Oh my God. How could you do this?
Isla, you gotta believe me. I
No,
didn't
stay
do
away from me.
anything.
I'm warning you.
Isla, please be
Don't
rational.
touch me.
Sasha, Denver. Sasha, what's wrong?
It's Edith. She's gone.
I know.
What?
I heard Rodolfo on the phone earlier. He sold her to the Basker crew.
The basket. They're the ones.
I know. I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said that he was fed up with her and wanted her out. I feel like it's my fault.
It's not your fault. It's my fault.
Yes, it is. I told him we needed to make cuts. I didn't think that he would go this far.
I'm gonna kill him.
Really? No, Sasha.
Venus, I'm gonna kill him.
Sasha, calm down. Sasha, I brought this for you.
Venus, you know I can't.
Just for tonight. It'll take the edge off, and let's just stay together. I've always loved stories. They were a way for me to escape my awful reality. I have a different version to an old tale. There was a bearded princess stuck in a tower. Her evil father locked her away to keep her safe. But inside that tower, her soul was destroyed, and she began to wonder if this miserable life was worth living. One day, as she was looking outside her tower, a fairy godmother appeared and told her she would grant her one wish. The princess wished for her freedom, and it was granted. She stepped outside of her tower, felt the sun on her skin for the first time in forever. She frolicked in the bright, open field. She felt like a bird being let out of its cage. But the fairy godmother wasn't all that she appeared to be. She didn't warn the princess that her freedom came at a price. A wicked thunderstorm came rolling in. The sky turned black and lit up with lightning. The princess began to run, trying to find shelter, but the storm chased her. The storm wanted nothing more but to rid the world of princesses like her. She was crushed and battered and could do nothing but wait for death. A handsome prince on a steed came to her rescue, but it was too late for the princess. The prince showed her mercy and laid her down for an eternal slumber. The princess never stood a chance. Sold for $100. $100 for a human being. I might as well have been an old sofa. And like when I was thrown into the back of a truck, taken to a field, tied to a fence and beaten. They threw rocks at me, called me names, abused me, and then left me there to die. I remember looking out to the horizon, seeing the dawning of the sky. So beautiful. I could see mountains in the distance. The sparkling lights of the big top, so close. But I couldn't get to it. That's when Sasha found me. My friend, my only true friend, who was always there for me, grasping to life with what little strength I had while he held me in his arms. Save me, I said. That's when I felt the sharp stab in my chest. The truth is, I was dead long before he put me out of my misery. I guess it's better this way. I mean, who's really going to miss Monkey Girl anyways? Right? Keep this camera rolling. I want it to be the witness here. 5 minutes ago, I went to go get my brother for the pre-show prep, and when I went into his office, he was dead. Murdered!
What?
Shut up! I'm trying to figure it out.
This is your fault, Venus. I was going to tell him that I love him. The last time I tried to see him, you told me I wasn't allowed, and now he's dead.
When I left, you were stalking him outside his tent.
How dare you? It couldn't possibly have been me. I love Rodolfo. He was the love of my life.
She was with me.
What? You wish. I left right after you did. Why would I kill the man that I love?
Exactly.
Please, everybody here knows that you want this place for yourself. Maybe it was you.
I would never kill my brother. He drove me nuts, but he was my family.
Bullshit. Nobody believes you. He was all our family.
Where were you, Isla?
I was packing. Where were you going? I quit.
Yeah, and I saw you go out of his office hoping to sneak away before anyone caught you.
No,
You killed him, you bitch.
No, I was leaving and then Venus called me and then I didn't kill him.
Well, I'm going to figure out who did it.
It was Isla. I saw you leave after he was dead.
Damien, why were you watching Isla?
I wasn't watching Isla.
Well, if you were watching me, why did you have eyes on his tent? I saw you hanging around outside. What were you doing?
I was just keeping an eye out for Gilda.
Stop stalking me.
Well, also an alibi I saw going after Isla.
I need to see his body. Take me to his body right now.
Where were you, Sasha?
I don't know. After I went to go look for Edith, and I don't know.
Wait, who is this Edith person?
Where is Edith?
Who cares about her right now?
She's not here.
She's just a monkey.
You are such a jerk.
Fuck you.
Oh, back off.
Forget Edith, okay? No one else is allowed to leave. I'm going to figure out who killed my brother. No one else leaves or I call the cops.
Why don't you call him then?
He won't do anything. You know that. We need to find it ourselves, and when we do, there's going to be consequences.
Well, who's investigating you, Venus? You're investigating us, but nobody's investigating you. I don't think that's very fair. You don't own us.
Yet.
What?
Wait, who the hell is Edith?
I'm not calling the cops. When we find the killer, we're going to deal with them ourselves. The Carney Justice way. Everyone, stay put.
Wait, come here.
Yes, Damien, what is it?
Good job, you did it.
Thanks. Did what exactly?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You
about.
sure you know?
I know, I think.
So you think you know?
I don't know, I thought we were playing a game.
God damn it, Ernie. I'm talking about the death of Rodolfo. Good job, you did it.
Oh, yes, well, about the
Don't worry, I'll make sure that everything's okay, all right?
Yeah, but the thing is,
Hey, shh, they're coming.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Isla, come here.
What?
What did you do?
I don't know what happened.
You saw him, right?
Yes, and I confronted him about everything, but then we got into an argument and I tried to leave and then he grabbed my hand and I pushed him hard.
Oh my God, Isla, was he breathing? Was there blood?
I left as soon as it happened.
Oh, jeez.
I have no control over that thanks to you. God, what am I gonna do?
Damn it, you need to run away right now.
That's what I was trying to do.
There is still one more chance.
Okay.
This will be between me and you. I won't tell anyone. There is still one more dose left.
No, I'm not doing that.
That's the only way out. That will complete your transformation and you'll be able to fly out.
Where is it?
Oh, I feel like my head's gonna split open.
You should lay off the booze.
When did the voices start giving life advice? Edith.
Miss me? I thought I could help you sort your thoughts.
No, please, anyone but you. I really don't need your help.
I can't leave you alone just yet.
Oh, I wish you would.
Gilda, are you okay?
What do you think? The love of my life is gone.
I'm sorry. Well, at least I'm here. I've always been.
Well, you can be as sorry as you want, Damien. It's not going to bring Rodolfo back, no, is it?
Well, now that Rodolfo's gone, maybe you can find somewhere in your heart to love someone else. Someone like me.
What?
Well, Gilda, we can love each other now.
It's not that simple, Damien.
Well, Gilda, you said that you'll only love him until he's gone. And now he's gone. And you're so different, and I'm so different, and I feel at home when I'm around you. But when you used to be with Rodolfo, it made me happy that you were happy. because it's basically the only time I get to see you smile. And that smile makes me feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world to be able to witness the beauty that comes from your eyes. But you just don't see that. You're just so blind. I try so hard to make you see it, but you just don't. I love you, Gilda, and I'll do anything for you. Even if it
means you'll avenge Rodolfo's death for me?
Well, I mean...
That's what you just said. This is what I want you to do. I want you to punish them, to rip them to shreds, to make them pay for what they did.
And then you'll love me?
I would love you forever and ever.
Until the end of time?
Mm-hmm.
Interview number 1 with Maya. Did you witness anything weird today?
I'm not even there. You know how I feel about this COVID thing and my OCD? I wasn't there. I mean...
Do you have any idea who would do this?
Yes, Isla did it.
Really? How do you know?
She told me that she pushed him and it must have been her. I knew the medicine which I've been giving her was too much for her, but she pushed me, you know, she wanted to get back to her work, so she rushed mine. I mean...
Do you know how he died?
How would I know? I don't even carry poison in my...
I never even said anything about...
Rodolfo was a great man, and I'm really sad that he's gone. I had a good relationship with him. He helped everyone. There is nothing to hide in my lab.
Hey, Ernie.
Oh, hello. Venus, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You know that. We've been working together for almost 2 years now. I have a couple questions for you.
Hit me.
When was the last time you saw Rodolfo?
Well, I think it was when I went on stage to do my clown act earlier during our last rehearsal with him.
Really? Go on.
Basically, when I walked onto the stage, I could see him shaking his head. Looked like he was in pain.
Have you ever thought about killing him before?
What? No, never. I'm not a murderer. I'm just a funny, happy clown trying to make a living.
Do you have any idea how he died?
I can take a stab at guessing.
Could you now?
Well, no, I mean, I could.
Okay, well, someone said that you did it. Is that true?
Did what?
That you tried to kill Rodolfo?
Oh, no. I think that person was just mistaken for somebody else. He must have saw someone that looked like me, dressed up as me, tried to blend in, but no. That definitely was not me.
Well, okay. I saw him last night. I went to his office to quit. I just found out that Maya had been experimenting on me and giving me all kinds of weird stuff. And when I confronted her about it, she told me it was all Rodolfo's fault.
Well, in my previous interview with Maya, she said that you did it, that she had some suspicions that you were the murderer. Is this true?
What? Why would she?
Have you ever thought of killing him before?
No, I never. I mean, he's a pain in the ass, but I would never actually do anything intentionally.
Intentionally?
Okay, look. When I went to his office to quit, we got into an argument. I was just gonna leave, but then he grabbed my arm and I pushed him really hard, like across the room.
Was he alive?
I don't know. I was just so mad, and then I was in shock. I just left.
Thank you for being honest, Ella, but it wasn't you.
What? Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, thanks. You can go now.
Listen to me. It wasn't me. I loved Rodolfo. I loved him. You know this. I've loved him since we were children.
You loved my parents?
I loved your mother.
You mean my father?
What?
First you steal my father from me, then my brother?
Your father stole from me.
Liar!
You can call me whatever you like, Venus. All I know is the truth. I had no control over what happened that night. And I refuse to beg for you to believe me. What more do you want? With Rodolfo dead, it seems like you're about to get everything you deserve.
Sasha,
Go away, they'll see you.
what are you going to say?
I'm gonna tell them I went out looking for you.
What about Rodolfo?
What about Rodolfo?
What are you going to say happened to him?
Confess, tell her I did it.
You're kidding, right? Know what they'll do to you if you say that?
Yeah? Hey, maybe I'll see you around.
But you didn't do it, and neither did he.
What?
Who are you talking to?
No one?
Okay, where were you?
Venus. I did it. I killed Rodolfo.
What?
After you came to see me last night and I got drunk, I went to go see Edith, and after I saw how she was, I had to go and get revenge. I had to kill him.
You didn't do it.
What?
You're just drunk. Just go back to your tent.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Do you remember where the knife is?
No.
Okay, go.
Like I said, I saw Isla go in and out.
Do you have any idea how he died?
Nope.
Okay, were you threatened by Rodolfo thinking he was going to take Gilda from you?
I never had her to begin with. I had nothing to lose.
Yeah, but with Rodolfo to the way, you could have her all to yourself.
Absolutely not.
Wouldn't you do anything for Gilda?
Well, yes.
So,
No, I didn't kill him.
then prove it.
How?
When I catch the killer, you execute them.
What do you mean?
You want to prove it wasn't you?
Yes.
Then swear it. Swear it to me. Now that Rodolfo's gone, I'll need a second in command.
Okay, boss. I'll do it. On one condition.
Name it.
Don't blame Ernie.
I won't.
Even if he did it?
He didn't.
How do you...
Just go get everyone.
Okay, boss.
I am heartbroken. Betrayed. All of us here have been betrayed by one of our own. Our leader, my brother, the great Rodolfo, has had his life ripped away from him. I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Why would someone do this? Well, I finally know why, and I fear I've always known why, because this monster has been among us the whole time for many years. And after talking to everyone, I can tell you who it is. Damien, bring them in. It was you. I knew I smelled something fishy. I knew it was Gilda all along. She hated me and my family and would do anything to destroy us. You couldn't take that we were a normal family and you were just a freak. You obsessed with my father, and the stress of fighting you off killed him. My mother too. Then when she couldn't have my brother, you just couldn't take that he didn't love you, could you, Gilda? You went in to go tell him that you loved him. That's what you said to me right before you went in. And then when he spun that love and broke your heart, you decided to destroy his by stabbing him in it. My brother will be avenged. Carney justice dictates Gilda must die. Damien, my new second in command, break her neck. Damien!
You heard her. There's nothing left for me here, Damien. Just end my life.
But, Gilda, I love you.
Damien, you promised me that you would avenge Rodolfo's death for me. And according to Venus, I was the one that killed him. So you see, you have to carry out your promise. I'd rather die with dignity than beg to be kept alive when I have nothing else to live for.
Not here. Take her outside. Hey. From now on, I give the orders around here. No more wasted spending, no more useless acts. You're gonna have to work a lot harder. Don't like it? There's the door.
You sold Edith to the Baskers.
What?
Oh, you lied. Oh my God, it was you.
Sasha, you don't know what
You
you're
lied to me now, you lied to me then. Oh my God,
Sasha,
Rodolfo.
you're drunk.
I'm most sober I've ever been.
You're just drunk and delirious. There isn't a single person that would even believe you.
I do. You sick bitch.
Excuse me? Damien!
Back off.
You are the one. You are responsible for all of Maya's experiments.
What are you even saying?
I can't believe it. It was your signature that was there, not Rodolfo's.
Let
But
me
your
see.
No. But your friend Maya here, she swore up and down that it was your brother. You lied to me. You promised you wouldn't tell.
She made me do it. She had been manipulating me all this while.
And you know, earlier in her lab, I heard you two talking about a little...
You don't know what you're talking about. Let me see those.
No! Let me tell you what it says. It says that if anything were to happen to Rodolfo, that, look at that you would get the carnival.
Why wouldn't I get it? He's my brother. It's my birthright.
We all know that Rodolfo wouldn't sign those over his dead body.
Over his dead body. Well, I suppose that's true now.
Yes, he would. I know my brother.
You know what? You investigated us. Now it's your turn.
No, no, to hell with it. Oh, I fucking hate my hair like this. Yes! Yes, I'm to blame. And you should all be damn happy with that, because without me, you'd all be nothing. Nothing. You're just a bunch of freaks that can't do shit on your own. Even killing Rodolfo was something I had to take into my own hands. You're all useless. You were supposed to poison him, but you can't even do that. You're not a sad clown, you're a pathetic one.
I'm not a sad.
Shut up, Ernie! And you, all those experiments, all that poison put in you, all those side effects. I knew you'd want to kill Rodolfo, but no. Freak! And you, Maya, all you had to do was get the poison to Damien and make sure he got it to Rodolfo. You could have had it all. You could have been the next Stephen Hawking, but instead, you'll be just like his body, locked to a chair and stuck.
That's not funny.
Well, I think it is. We had a deal.
No one said anything about stabbing people. Poor Gilda, this was not part of the plan. I would have never
Blah, blah. Boo-hoo. And you useless drunk. Funny at Rodolfo sent Edith to her death and a knife in your hand, and you barely make it to his tent before passing out. You're all useless. Fucking useless. Puppets! And I was your master, but I give you all too much credit. Too much wire to play on. Well, no more of that. From now on, I'll only give you the slap you need to all hang yourselves.
We should call the cops.
Go ahead. What do you think they're gonna do? You all wanted to kill him without me even saying anything. I'm not to blame for his death. All of you are. And you really think the cops are gonna believe you freaks over me? Please, no. You'll all shut your mouths and follow me, because that's what freaks do.
Are you kidding me? What about the camera?
Ever heard of a confidentiality agreement? None of this gets seen without my express approval, and the edit will look amazing.
You won't get away with this.
I already have. Who's gonna stop me? You? Now that's the funniest thing you've ever said. Really, Ernie, who's gonna stop me?
I will.
You and what army?
Me.
Damien!
Back up.
Screw you. Let's go.
Damien,
I'm staying.
what are you talking about? Let's go.
Just leave, Ernie.
Damien, I love you.
What?
I love you.
What are you talking about?
Are you blind? You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. This friendship we have, it's so strong that we can't let anything get in the way. You don't need her. She's no good. I've always been there for you. Remember the time when we were kids and the boys were always making fun of you because you were too muscular and I told them to back off? Or when we meet at Cafe 55 and we order those shakes, you always want double strawberry and me choco chocolate. We'd sit and laugh and we'd drink those shakes, and I always loved to make you smile.
Don't make this harder than what it already is, Ernie. Just go to that stupid cafe and have your stupid drink.
But I don't want to leave you, Damien. I need you.
Just go, Ernie, leave.
Please, Damien.
I said fuck off, you stupid, sad clown. Your jokes suck.
Damien, what's a funny man without his best friend?
What, Ernie, what?
Not so funny.
Come on, Ernie.
You're all gonna leave? Where will you go?
Anywhere but here. Let's go, guys.
Oh, Venus, you are such a fool. Rodolfo is dead now, and you are a freak more than anybody else in here. You're evil. I will
Shut up.
I don't need them. I've never needed anyone. I can do this all by myself. I can run this carnival. I can find new freaks and have the best show. Yeah, I don't need them. Go get rid of the body.
Okay, boss. Which one?
Right, both. Bury them both. Nowhere near each other.
Okay.
Sasha, you ready?
Yeah, just give me a second. Just packing up.
Okay.
Edie, I'm so sorry.
But don't you see, Sasha? There's nothing for you to be sorry about.
I was seduced by a homicidal maniac who killed 3 people, one of them being you.
Yeah, well, that's on her. That's her guilt to have. But you gotta let me go.
I don't know if I can.
What I want for you is to live your life. And if you can't live it for yourself, then live it for Rodolfo and I. Stop hanging around the dead and go enjoy life with the living.
Okay. Okay, Edie, I will.
Goodbye, Sasha. Thank you for being my friend.
Goodbye, Edith. Thank you for coming back again.
Sasha!
Oh, yeah, coming.
All done, boss.
Good. What a day, huh? I can't wait to edit this movie. It'll be brilliant.
Sure will, boss.
God, I'm wiped.
Well, maybe we can celebrate. Maybe a drink.
Thank you, Damien. You're dumb as shit, but you know your place.
Does it taste good? Mind if I borrow this? You see, Gilda? I told you I'd keep my promise. Just have to make a quick phone call. Hello? Hi, is there a sad clown sitting in the corner booth? Yeah, can you tell him to get me a double strawberry? Yeah, let him know it's his best friend. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Also, I quit. Oh, I like this hat. Who's this? The designer?
Something doesn't feel right. Something's missing. No, I gotta do this again. I gotta do this again and get it right. All right, final take. There you have it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the amazing wonderment that... Wonderment? Wonderment? Really? Who the fuck says wonderment? Okay, all right. I got this. That's all, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the great Rodolfo show. We've all put in our best to make this the best production ever made. And I want to show how even in these trying times, the carnival can bring joy and magic into your lives. I remember when I got the reins to this show, and I remember feeling the heaviness, the burden of the responsibility and tradition that I had to uphold. I was overwhelmed. But thankfully, I had Gilda with me. Gilda was there from the start. I would put on my old ringleader jacket and I'd introduce Gilda, the enchanting singing siren. And she'd mesmerize our little crowds with her beautiful voice. Soon enough, our show grew with the addition of the wonderful people you've seen here tonight. Our first comer was the eccentric scientist Maya. She'd create dazzling displays of fireworks and sparks, and she'd wow our audiences. And then I ran into a quirky high school graduate, Alex. He had this amazing ability to foresee the future. I raised him as my own son, and I gave him Sasha the Magnificent as a stage name. Shortly after, I was able to wrangle our lovely Edith from an auction run by the Baskers. They just kept her in a tiny cage and only referred to her as Monkey Girl. But I saw her potential. I knew what she could really become, what she was capable of. Then our great trapeze artist, Isla Fly, came, but she lost her ability to walk in a tragic accident on the tightrope. Luckily, thanks to Maya and her research, she was able to restore Isla's ability to walk. If a bit too much. And tying the bow on our carnival personalities, Damien, the dangerous strong man, the strongest man on earth, and Ernie the clown, the funniest clown since Charlie Chaplin, they walked into my tent side by side, an inseparable duo. Am I missing anybody? How could I forget her? Venus, my sister. She helped me through the beginning. She was there through it all. And she... Oh, hey, Venus. What have you got there? What are you doing?
Bravo! Bravo! Great job, everyone. That's awesome. I'm like taking it all in, and just I want to thank everyone. What a great job. I'm actually just while we have all of the cast here with us, this is the term 5 class. Can each of you introduce yourselves to the audience here, because this is your chance to kind of connect with them? Just introduce yourself, the name of your character.
My name is Trevor Belanger, and I'm Damien the Strongman.
My name's Matthew Coyne, and I'm Ernie the Clown.
I'm Nikki Mendoza as Gilda the Mermaid.
I'm Ramika Leslie as Isla Fly or Vampire.
I'm Katrina Pangolin as Edith, aka Monkey Girl.
I'm Sean Sherman as Sasha the Magnificent.
I'm Hannah Smith as Venus, the Barker, or a serial killer.
And I'm Raul Medense, and I'm the great Rodolfo. And
I'm Lalita Maya, the crazy scientist.
there we go.
Way to go. And I want to just ask, can you, from my, like what I want to do is I want to put this out to the guests who are here with us, the participants. Please feel free to send in your Q&As. There's a Q&A bar at the bottom of your screen. So this is a chance to ask the cast anything, really, anything about the process of creating this show, about their experience, about anything about the story, anything you want to ask them, please go for it. How they feel doing this with COVID-19, and that's what I was definitely thinking about. So I'm going to pull some questions out from the audience as they come in. They're already coming in. One of the first questions I have here is, who wrote the story? Who actually wrote the story?
We literally all did. Like it wasn't one or the other. We literally all wrote what we wanted to be with our characters and put it together, and it ended up being a really good story.
We each wrote scenes for our characters, so like scenes that our characters would be in, and then we had a bunch of scenes and we mashed them together into some sort of story and timeline.
Let me tell you, we butted heads a lot.
I know. 10 people write the story.
So is it like a democratic process when you have that? Like you have all these people.
We had Jack really being at the helm of the entire thing, and he's like the one that's like objectively looking at everything and saying that, okay, like that doesn't work. Okay, this works.
Many discussions over what wanted to be kept, what needed to be taken out, and how it would all come together.
Someone's asked as a follow-up to this. Sophia in the audience has asked, so what was the inspiration? So why did you go with the COVID, like a carnival, theme to it?
We originally had the idea to do a cabaret theme, so like a bunch of different stories with different characters told, and then it would be like episodic kind of, where like you'd have a story, then a story, then a story, then a story. But then as we started to make our stories and started to get like a general theme, we all started to go closer and closer towards a carnival, because of like all the different acts. You could have so many different things happening. And originally the entire show was just going to be us doing different acts, but we started to move more into like what happens behind the scenes of the acts.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, one of the things that I wanted to ask about was just, and maybe give a personal perspective. One of the things I found really cool is the actual camera work and the fact that you're.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is. Okay, so back to the question. So yeah, like, you know what? It had a really interesting feel, because you guys worked in a studio, and just so the audience knows, this studio was not the one that you worked in all term, but you just got in there in the last couple of days, and then you created this environment where we have actually no perception of what it looks like. It's just it's a giant. Maybe, is there a way to give a bigger, like, to show the audience?
Yeah, sure.
Where
We got in here yesterday. This was this is the second time of us being in this room. Yeah. We just figured, okay, they have curtains. Figure it out when we get there on Tuesday. Yeah. And we kind of made it work. Like, we even rehearsed outside on Monday. We all came together, met up, and we're like, all right, let's do this. But this is our second time, and we just kind of, it worked out, luckily. Great.
Yeah, and what was different about this compared to last semester's show, which made it a bit different, was instead of it being, everybody's broadcasting from their house and with their screen, which is what Lita's doing in this show, instead it's, we're doing it all in one studio, and then we have one actor that's performing remotely. So it's one of the ways that we have, and I love the way that you brought Lolita in as this like voice on a, and a picture on a computer screen, that you're in fact dealing with her as a remote. And then there I am, right? Exactly. I mean, really clever way to do that, and that was fantastic. I'm gonna read some. Okay, I'm getting requests in my household to turn down it's me actually, my volume's pretty loud. How hard was it, here's some of the questions from the audience. How hard was it to put this together during COVID?
I mean, the writing process was made a lot easier from home, because you were just in front of your computer, and then you have a theme, and then you just write and write and write, and half of it's not going to be good, but half of it is going to be all right enough to put into a play. So that's kind of that. And then when we got together, we would just be discussing the ideas and scenes that we had written, and like talking them out with one another. Yeah. It was kind of easy to write it, but when we got to actually acting it, there were sort of challenges, as in we spent all this time writing it, and then when we got to actually
like 3 weeks till show.
3 weeks to get all the performance actually done. Yeah. So
right, so a lot of the legwork happened in the writing process itself, is what you're saying.
Yeah, writing and meshing it. It was the mesh that we had to perfect to make sure things that were in the beginning that were mentioned had to be carried out through the entire play. So we had to make sure the continuity was there, and that everybody had like a mention, and then we had to introduce the relationships and make sure that was all caught and everything. So.
And at what point did you decide, okay, we want to go with the circus theme? So a lot of people are asking, why the circus theme specifically? What was that? Where did it come?
I think it goes to like the acts, because we wanted, again, going back, we wanted to have like just us doing the acts. Like some of us went through multiple characters trying to find out where we wanted to be. Yeah. Originally, I wanted to be this. But I made a character centered around an act, and when we started to move more to behind the scenes, it sort of became more, what do I want my character to be? I don't want it to be just an act. I want it to be like a character. Because before I was just doing a song and being a fortune teller, but now I have like this whole love affair, murder plot, little sister. It's pretty cool. That's great.
A lot of people are wanting to know and asking in different ways, and maybe I want to actually give an opportunity as well to Lolita to answer this too, because it's different in the sense. But what's it like performing on Zoom and without an audience, and what was the rehearsal process like? So maybe Lolita, you could talk about it from your perspective, and then somebody in the room.
It was first I was intimidated, but then it was made easier for me by our great teacher, so Jack and Bradley, of course. And I was on the phone practicing, and also I was in the Zoom all the time. And Bradley was also carrying a camera with him, so I was everywhere with him wherever he like went. And I practiced a lot through the internet, and I did exactly what everyone did. Equal amount of hard work, everything was equally done, but it was just that I wasn't there. So that was the thing. But it was a very different process altogether to work remotely. Very different. I've not done this before. I know previously we did some terms, but writing a whole play was very different, you know. So it was good.
Good job, girl.
We wish you were here with us the entire
Yes.
time.
And so I'll ask, maybe I'll throw this to Nikki over there. So how about for you? And for you could speak on behalf of the cast. Oh, there's the no legs. I don't know. That looks like a mermaid. It looks like the mermaid suit, right? But what was it like to perform this? And especially, you know, you guys are putting a lot of trust into each other, coming into the studio every day and wearing the masks. And what's it like, rehearsing during COVID and then doing it in this format where you know it's going to go online? And what was that like for you?
I think that we sort of just like realized that we were all in each other's bubble kind of thing. Like we were all together pretty much all the time. And then we did have online classes on the Mondays. And then we had this one Monday that there weren't any classes. And then we all just like made an agreement to show up at the park, you know, and that was actually this past Monday. We had Lolita on the phone, and yeah, it was really difficult, but everybody's really committed, and honestly, like, we were so lucky to have Jack. If we didn't have Jack, I don't know if this would have come together the way that it really did. So props to Jack.
And Jack, actually, a question for you, just as like, what did you find different a little bit, this particular group, like this particular play compared to last term's play where you had everyone working from their home? I mean, obviously that's like, you've been really challenged with these really challenging circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, first one is I'm going to work with everybody from their home. Now I'm going to be working in this room, but it's still going to be projected. So what are some of the challenges or things that you noticed that were different this time around?
Well, having to stage it changed it a lot, because last time around we spent 90% of the time writing and very little time rehearsing it, but it didn't matter because everybody was basically just standing in front of a screen in front of their house. So we didn't have a lot of movement to negotiate. Originally, when we came into this term, we thought, because of how much writing we did last term and how hard that was, we would maybe just do a series of vignettes. And so that's when the conversation came up, and Sean kind of was the first one to say, "Ooh, what about like a cabaret? We do, like, some people would sing, some people would dance." Everyone wanted to use, or at least I asked everyone, how could we utilize all your strengths? You know, and that's why Nikki ended up singing a song. She's like, "I really want to sing." We had one with Sean and Ramika too. We just didn't have the time to get it all fit in. But you know, once things started to come together in little vignettes, we realized that actually thematically we kind of are tying people together. We would use the Zoom rooms in the same way, where we could do breakout rooms and throw like 2-3 people and let them do an improvisation. We would record the improvisations. We'd take bits from that worked. And at the end of each day, they would send all their material, and I would kind of look at what were the pieces that could come together, which was the same in the last term. The difference was, now that they were in space together, except for Lolita, they were able to start to have real relationships with each other. And that's not to say that we couldn't last term pull that off, but it changed the dynamic, and it suddenly meant we had to stage things. We had to build more physicality in, and that took more time. And so, yeah, I think negotiating the difference between the writing and the performance, I keep saying to them, I wish we had 4, 5, 6 months to do this, so we could spend 2 months just on writing, another month on this, that, and the other. But I think we're starting to strike a nice balance, and we're lucky. We have a good group. This is a group that I've worked with in term 3, so I kind of knew all their little acting tricks, and it was easier to come in with knowledge of their performance. So that was a little different too, as last term I had to get to know all of those students. I'd never worked with any of them. Right. That's not true. Kenneth I worked with, but that was it. Kenneth was the only one I'd known in any way from the term 3 as well. But this group, we kind of had a second, language with each other. We could talk, we knew right away. So it helped move things forward. And, but those were kind of the big differences, is suddenly when you're in space, it changed. The camera became a huge part of the story.
Yeah, it's almost like a character, right? In the play.
Well, that was it, right? And so negotiating the camera, like even now, 2 minutes before we ended the show, the battery was dying.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
oh my
wondering
God,
about.
and Bradley was trying to get the battery put in, and
I was totally right. And it's actually filmed. It's filmed on a phone. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, it's just an iPhone 8 or something, whatever I have.
Yeah.
And originally we had a microphone set up, and now we're just using the iPhone mic. Anyway, it was helpful because their listening was heightened, being in space with each other. But as we learned with last term, and as we actually saw with Lolita and Ramika, the listening can still happen online. So it really, in some ways, it's very similar, and then in some ways we gave ourselves a slightly higher mountain to climb because we added all these extra elements too. So a little more challenging for sure, but equally as rewarding.
Here's a question. I'll take a couple more questions because I know we got to clean up the set and everything. But here's a couple questions. Just one question for Eddie the clown and Damien the strongman. Are you two in love? Eddie,
no, we're just good pals.
I think we could be.
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
Did I hear you say Eddie the clown? It's Ernie, actually.
Ernie. Well, you know what? The answer said Eddie. Sorry, the question said Eddie, so it confused me there.
Well, it's Ernie.
Just to let you know, it's Ernie.
Yeah, just let
For the spin-off, you have to know, okay?
Did you guys, Trevor, did you enjoy writing it from original story perspective, or would you have, someone asked, this is from Lyle, an old classmate actually, how fun was it going from an original story written by all of you and seeing it come to life in a virtual world? Or would you have, do you prefer this to then doing a traditional play, would you say, or would you have rather did a traditional play?
Oh, wow, that's a tough question. Well, first of all, I've never done a really stage play, to be honest, but I think that it can go both ways. It's just as enjoyable. We still have an audience. We still have people that enjoy to do it. We're still working with others. It's just this little mask that's blocking us, but we still can connect and have a great time together. I think there's honestly no difference. It's just the only thing that's different is there's Bradley holding the camera, going around, and that's about it. Still have an audience. It's still as enjoyable.
And actually, they're the ones. This is from their scene came the concept of killing Rodolfo. That was not even the whole story. Ended up changing completely when they did that scene of killing Rodolfo. And so that sort of, because I felt like we were in a place where we were a little lost in terms of an arc. We kind of had these great stories about these characters. We realized very early on that these people are professional circus performers. And so if we tried to have them do circus act, it might have been very complex. So suddenly they wrote a scene, I call them Ernie and Bert, but they're Ernie and Damien. But they wrote this scene about wanting to kill Rodolfo, and we just went, oh yeah, there we go. There's kind of, and then everybody kind of came into that story somehow, and that's when it all started to really come together. It kind of started with Sean's bringing up the carnival, that we were like, ooh, that's the first step. Then the murder came up, and then that's when the last 3 weeks were much more complicated, because then we had to fill holes, because suddenly when you're writing a murder mystery, it's much more complicated to get every detail. And I feel like we could still write well more and spend more time on it, but we definitely have something really great here. Apparently, my son who was watching Ethan said that the characters were very believable, and he loves and needs Ernie the Clown. He needs Ernie the Clown. He said, "I need Ernie the Clown." Thank you, beautiful boy.
Just a couple more questions. Who did all the makeup? Someone's asked who did all the awesome
makeup.
Hannah did my makeup.
Yeah, we kind of helped each other out with like different stuff. But
yeah, like look at Monkey Girl. Look at this. Look at that bruise, and
she did all hers. I did all mine. We kind of all cohesively somehow helped each other. Sean did most of his, but like
Sean's look at those eyes.
I did some of Roll's eyeliner. You can see it. You can still see it. And Trevor,
no. When we say this was a collective creation, that's what it was. Everybody contributed. Look at this fish tank we built. Like everybody. This was actually twice the size, and we spent an entire rehearsal with an X-Acto knife going across this plexiglass. Everyone would take turns. It took 5 hours to cut through the plexiglass. Damien broke it.
Y'all know I helped as soon as I helped.
You know what? I was actually talking to my daughter. We were trying to figure out the whole thing about the plexiglass, and I was saying, you know what? It's a COVID symbol. That's what it is. It's a COVID shield.
The COVID shield.
I'm gonna
Yes,
ask,
that's what we meant too. That's right.
so I'm gonna ask one last question because I know we got to wrap up. But so I want to just give maybe Katrina or Raul, either of you can maybe answer. Someone's asking, I'm coming into the program, and what's the advice you wish you had going into this type of process? And I know what's interesting with both of you is that you both had the experience of being on campus, but then changing to being online and then going back, coming back to campus. Like, so what's your advice in the process of working online and working on campus? Do you have any thoughts on that? And
honestly,
1 sec.
Honestly, you just have to have a lot of faith in the process and be very confident that it's going to look great, even though you can't get immediate feedback. We lost that live aspect of in a theater. So it's so much more about being creative and imagining the audience and creating that energy, that live energy for yourself.
Great. And how about for you?
Oops, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I think if you can create a routine that allows you to exercise your self-discipline skills, it's really important. And also trust your teachers. Like, even if you're like, oh my God, that's so dumb. Why do we have to do that? Trust it. Trust it, because it works. Like, there's a method to the science and shit.
Trust, even if it's so dumb, right?
Do all you agree on that?
I mean, like, at the beginning of it all, we were all like a bit skeptical. Like, will we be able to get into it? Will we be able to like have the same energy, and will it be the same experience? And then Jack lit a fire on all of our asses, and we just boom, boom, boom every day.
We're doing this.
And
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this. It's gonna go well. Just go with the experiment. We were like, all right, fine. They picked the right teacher to talk to us, and we all showed up, and we're like, all right, let's do this.
Thank you so much for your time, and thanks so much for the entertainment. It was awesome. Congratulations to all of you. I just wanted to announce that the play will be on again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and it will be on again on Friday night at 7 o'clock. So spread the word to all your friends, TFSers, and everybody else. Come join us. We'll see you tomorrow night and for the rest of the showcase week. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.